Hey again, everyone. Not sure why, but for some reason I feel the need to say that it's been a while. Not because it has been a while, at least not yet. The last video was maybe 2 or 3 days ago as I'm recording this, but this one will take a bit longer to get out into the world, so to speak, because I'm gonna bring back the doodles for this one. I know I didn't say it, but the reason why I dropped them for a bit was because I felt demoralized for a while. Felt like I was getting stuck and stagnated. But another person subscribed, so I feel energized and I'm gonna bring them back, even if only for a while, to make the impact of when I do finally finish all the new ones that much more powerful, so to speak. Alright, that said, today we're gonna do another thing of Signalis. Time to see just how deep this goes, eh? Alright, let's see where we left off, shall we? Workers first aid. Gonna know. Alright, let's refresh ourselves on the controls. WASD movement, shift to sprint, mouse to aim, click for when clicks are needed. And tab should be the inventory. As for the map, let's see. I do believe that we are headed for that mine shaft over there. And in my inventory. Yep, this is the card I need for that. Full up on pistol ammo. Got some repair patches. How do I use these again? I've forgotten. Let's see. C? Alright, I'll have to keep that in mind. Alright, so we just... Okay, caps lock brings up the map itself. Okay, left, down, through the lockers and the showers to the mine shaft. Must have taken care of that one last time. And I already forgot the way. Don't like that still. Hang on for one moment. And never be too careful. An administrator's key. Access to the protector elevator. Oh, then it must mean this elevator. Here we go. Yep. No. Where to go? Even the digital thing is blacked out. Let's try level 1. It won't let you leave until you take your card. That's good. Hello. Let's check things out first. Start. Let's take a closer look. Star S2320. I wonder what this place is. It's even blacked out on the map. Okay, so it is the same floor as before. Diagnostics. We'll search through those later. Shotgun rounds. Definitely taking these. I wasn't gonna, but I find it interesting that she puts her gun up around her. Isa. Oh, it is you! I thought she was the girl from the library, and she was. Ah, it's you again. How did you get here? I'm glad you're still okay. Have you found who you're looking for? I'm looking for someone too. My sister. If you see her, would you tell her I'm looking for her? Don't worry, you'll recognize her when you see her. Have you ever wondered if you're speaking to someone for the last time without knowing? I wish I could go back, so I could say something else. This place is very strange, isn't it? She still has that knife in her hand, or at least I think that's what that line of white pixels are. I wonder what happened here. But it doesn't really matter. You don't need to worry about me. I can take care of myself now. What do you mean by that, Isa? I can't keep relying on others. That's why she left me, after all. I'm sure of that now. Fair enough. The elevator is out of order. Should have known that much. Alright, check all the doors. Broken, broken, broken. All of them. How did you get here? Did you climb up the elevator shaft yourself? That doesn't quite make sense either. The lock is defective. Lock is defective. Lock is defective. Strange. Well, do your best, Isa. Well, that's not great. Power interruption, rebooting. Failure, F4. I assume that's failure. Notice, card impounded. Please contact administrator. That machine ate my card. Well, I guess that means this is the point of no return. Makes me glad I went up first. It unlocks from the other side. Okay. New medical ward. Alright. If I'm not mistaken, that does very much look like a shotgun behind the glass. Alright, let's move on. Behind glass, can't hit her from here. Let's hope I remember this right. Gosh, dang it. Well, I literally can't see her. Get closer. It's funny, me noticing that now, but they walk the same way I do. That little tiptoe motion. Broken. Don't like that I had to waste a bullet there. Either I forgot the controls to kick them, or I couldn't. It's effective. Oh, there's 2 more doors up here. I know there's an enemy behind that one, but I'll head there later. Okay, this is clearly the safe room, and this... Ooh, storage. No point in keeping the ammo for a gun I don't have, though I'm sure it won't be long till I do. Like right now. Didn't realize where this thing was in space. This room. Of course, pick up the shotgun. And use it very sparingly. I should go ahead and load it. A pump-action combat shotgun with a collapsible stock. Fires 18.5 flechette from a 5-shell internal magazine in a wide cone. Looks like it's already fully loaded. EIN 12 flechette. Can hit multiple targets at once. Low damage, but high chance to stagger enemies at close range. You don't really think of a shotgun being low damage, but you do, but fair enough. Still though, I do have ammo, so... We'll give it one shot before we switch back to the pistol. Anything else here? Oops. Very sensitive around doors. Well, this room looks like something else. Office. Okay. Didn't realize I was trying to inspect the cabinet, but I guess there's nothing. Inspect. SZKDS version 3 secure access card print system. I suppose if I wanted to, I could print a new protector card from here. If I had what I needed, I assume. Insert a blank card to begin print. Blank key required. These look like switches, but there's no interaction with them, at least for now. Lock is effective. Card PC. Okay. Let's head down this door now. Locked. Examination room. Oh yeah, this is a hospital. Unlocked. Unlocked. Defective. What is this? Well, that sure looks like an odd kind of revolver. Okay, so this is an X-ray machine of sorts. I can see various objects laid out under the X-ray apparatus behind the glass. Okay, let's try the buttons. That's A. Morbid. Well, isn't that a familiar shape? Pretty sure this is the skull of one of me. Now what on earth? A key card, I think, stuck in a rock? That's definitely a code of some kind I'll need, isn't it? Boy, not looking forward to remembering that. Especially since I'm not sure by which orientation I need it. Probably from the top down? Assuming that's an E, that means the thing will be oriented more or less like... These controls are a bit tricky. This, I believe? Alright, so 3 rows of dots, 5 columns. it's a shape. Okay, bottom of the little U on the bottom, little U on the top, with a bit to the side. I ain't confident, but I've done my best to memorize it. Oh, I left the X-ray on. Weird. A disc full of gears makes me think of a watch, but what will be the point? I am curious in that revolver most of all, but I don't think it'll be an actual weapon. We'll be pleasantly surprised if it was, though. Just realized I've left myself no room to pick up any items. I'll have to go back to drop something off, but what? Let's drop off the medical supplies. It'll make me nervous not to have them, but if I need them, it'll just tell me to get back here to use them, right? I should stop being so cautious and get things moving. What room is that? Imaging, X-ray. That makes sense. Alright, come on. That's definitely something on the table. Oh shoot, and behind. Okay, so it is a click to put him down. I must have gotten it at a bad angle. Still though, what was this one? Was it actually tougher, or did I just get a bad shot? So, I'll have to be more careful of things like that crawling out of the vent work. I imagine that's what you're meant to use the shotgun for. And I am instantly validated by the fact that there's 2 rounds here. Yeah, that's definitely different. Okay, so you can take them out with only 1 shot. I must have just panicked the first time. Let's make sure there's no more around. Okay, that's everywhere. I don't think the tile they crawled out of look any different. The morgue. Oh, yeah, that explains things. The incinerator. Yeah, that makes sense. That door's busted. Keep moving. Left first. This room feels very strange. Waiting room. Yeah, that'd explain it. The 3 golden stars of the nation adorn the stela. Neglected bamboo plants struggling to survive. Sword. There is no hope in me memorizing this. Good thing I have a memory, eh? These both look like keypads, but what could be with the one on the left? Interesting. Chirurgery. Surgery? Or something else? Fire key? Earth key? Gold key? Water key? Air key. Where have I heard this before? Is this feng shui or something? I don't believe my eternity will be something here, though it does share that hexagon. Though it only has 5 sides, so pentagon. Normal? Any others? Okay. I'm starting to recognize that pulsing, droning noise means that there's enemies around even if you don't see them yet. It unlocks from the other side. It's locked. Pump room key. Interesting. How am I doing on ammo? Still good, especially if I can keep my shots careful. Unlock the door. Oh. Huh. Well, there you go. Okay. Hairspray? I suppose. No space to carry socket wrench handle. Alright, backtracking time. We're gonna cut off a little bit here, but you'll just see me come back into this room right away. I should actually use these stun prods at some point so I know they're not just a waste of space. Picked up socket wrench handle. Oh, now I can inspect the poster behind it. Era. Now, Ara? Probably closer. Error? Where's the second R? Well, I see it in the top left there, but I don't see it on the big letters on the side. All-purpose repair worker replica Ara. So that's the name. I see. You know, I bet that these are the bigger ones that I've been getting with a shotgun. Alright. Storeroom. Okay, that makes sense. You look a little dead. What is this? Protector bathroom. Ah, bathroom is the worst place to die, pal. Pump room key. I'm already juggling key items. Gosh dang it. Cutting this out. Back again. Pick up pump room key. Yes. Picked up pump room key. Oh, that's one of the toilets. The floors collapsed. I can see the lower level through the water. I could probably drop down safely if it wasn't flooded. Okay, so this is my way down from here, I suppose. Let's go ahead and use the pump room key. I believe it was this one. Yep. Oh, yeah. ABC. Reservoir drainage instructions. With tank A full, here's how to equalize the reservoir. Fill tank B, then fill tank C with water only from B. Move the water from tank C back to tank A. Fill tank C again with the remaining water from tank B, then refill tank B from tank A. Fill tank C with water only from tank B, and then move it back to tank A. If you make a mistake and get stuck, just fill everything back into tank A and start over. What? Why? Flood drainage system malfunction. To all medical wing ARAs, the automatic equalizer pumps in the flood drainage system still appear to be broken, causing the lower level to be flooded. Since we're currently focusing repair efforts on the east wing staircase structure, the drainage system pressure has to be manually equalized from the control panel in the pump control room for now. To drain the water, make sure that both the A and B tanks have the same amount of water in them, and that the C tank is completely empty. You can see the water levels in the tanks on the control panel. Press the buttons at the bottom of the panel to move water between the tanks using the air pressure system. It's a bit tricky to get the two tanks equalized this way because you can only move all the water in the tank at once this way, unless the receiving tank is full. With the pumps out of order, only tank A will fill up by itself. This puzzle should be manageable, but for now I'll leave this. I don't want to open up a new area just yet. That said, is that something down here? More stun prods. And I can't pick any more up, even though I have space empty, because I already have the max, I assume. That doesn't all have to use one. Next enemy I see, gonna try to use it. Just had to check. Alright, I know there's an enemy over here, so get ready. Oh? No. Now that was clean. 2 bodies, 2 shots. Effective. And I didn't even accidentally go down in one of the doors. Effective. Effective. Okay. One at a time. Sip of coffee to fortify myself. Eerie. Auto injector. Replica KL Stim-N Soforthilf 2 ml package insert. Package leaflet information for the user. Replica circulatory stimulant liquid injection in auto injector. Active component replica Kreisloff stimulants N 99.9%. Warning, extremely potent for replica use only. What is Replica KL Stim N Instant Help and when to take it? KL Stim N is a sterile solution in an auto-injector pen for emergency injection. KL Stim N instantly acts on the Replica's circulatory system, restoring system health. KL Stim N is intended to be used to avoid critical system failure in Replica frames Generation 3 and up. How to use Replica KL Stim N? The KL Stim N auto-injector can be used directly from the inventory screen. You can also equip the auto-injector in the inventory screen to the tool slot to use it on the move. To use the auto-injector on the move, hold C for the entire duration of the injection. When equipped to the tool slot, the auto-injector will activate automatically when the Replica system would otherwise fail, preventing system failure and instantly restoring the system partially. Always seek medical attention after averted system failure. Okay, I see. So this is either a full heal or a death save. That makes sense. Not sure I should keep it on me. Single-use injection syringe instantly restores a large amount of health usable on the move. Which means you have to stay still for the other ones. When equipped, automatically activates on system failure. Auto-injector syringe filled with Replica KL Stim and stimulant. Quick and easy to use. I see. Well, I'd rather keep that than the stun rods, but I do still want to use them at least once. Alina's Diary 2. Have I seen a 1? I'll have to check my memory. Something is wrong. Nobody will tell me what's happening, but ever since I woke up, everyone has been behaving strangely. The protectors won't let me leave my room and return to work, even though the wound from my fall is already healed. I think there must have been an accident in the mine. I overheard 2 Yules whispering in front of my room that they're running out of staff. I'm worried that something has happened to Elster. I haven't heard from her in a while. I can't just sit around here any longer. Alina, see you. So this is where you were? I wonder who you are to me. A TV with a built-in video cassette player. If I had a video cassette, I could watch it here. ICU-01. VCR player. How anachronistic. Moving on. This room feels wrong. S23 Med. Patient Euler S2321. Patient complained about severe nausea and headaches. Admitted to hospital wing after vomiting oxidant fluid during work. Clinical picture in line with other recent cases among Protector staff. Oxidant fluid. Could that be perhaps sustenance, or is it like some sort of waste fluid, I wonder? While we still have no indication what causes this syndrome, we've observed similar developments in all patients. Most puzzlingly, development of the syndrome seems to progress similarly in both replica and gestalt patients. Initial admission test shows hypotension, high fever and dehydration, internal hemorrhaging. Strong cognitive decline within the first cycle, alopecia and purpura. I'm looking that up. Alopecia. Does that have something to do with the hair? Hair loss, yeah. Purpura, though. A rash of purple spots due to small blood vessels leaking blood into the skin, joints, intestines, or organs. So, not unlike a bruise, but stranger. Within 5 cycles, skin will begin to peel in large patches. Decline of vision quality and ability to communicate may follow. Gestalt patients will usually expire at this stage due to infections, while results for replica patients seem to vary. Gosh, that's the part that I'm most interested in, and of course it isn't here. And you? Oh, so this is how it works. There's someone inside the oxygen tent. It's hard to look at her. Physically or literally? Or metaphorically? I don't know. I think I can see her vague silhouette, but yeah, no wonder this place feels weird. Out of here. Another one. This one's alive. Another stone drawn on the desk there. Memorandum, wall safe codes. It's come to my attention that at least one worker might be aware of the code broadcasting frequencies for the protector wall safes. Any workers connected to this leak are to be interrogated until the culprit is found. I'm restricting all radio privileges for workers until further notice. Adler. Cut that out. I'm meant to be using those way more than I have now, aren't I? Oh? She looked at me for a second, but only for a second. Come on, look at me again. There we go. Yule, everyone's turned weird. I'm the only one left, I think. Will I get sick like the others too? I'm scared. I don't want to die. You look kind of familiar. Have we met before? At first, it was only Commander Falk who fell ill. Slowly, everyone started behaving strangely. I'm too scared to go outside. I don't want to become like the others. I don't want to die. The nurse station. Are you a nurse, you? Sword. That looks familiar. I don't have the space for it, so I won't mess with it just yet. Let's investigate this room down here. Time to use my stun prod. should have used two. Yep, sure enough. Used one. Health still reads nominal, which means there's more wiggle room than I thought. I'll have to check the footage later, though, to see if that bar is beating any faster or not. I just saw the stun prod I just used fade away. Whoa, lots of stuff here. Come on, I see something over there. Repair patch. Never forget to reload. That's a mistake you only make once. Alright, we're gonna backtrack. So I'm gonna do a brief cut here, and then we're not coming back to this room. We're going back to the safe room because this room is just full of useful stuff. HDU2 must be some kind of storage thing. Alright, BRB. Actually, cutting back in here. Coagulant K stops fluid leaks quickly and reliably by thickening replica oxidant fluid into a gelatinous mass. So the oxidant fluid is basically replica blood. Alright, we're gonna use this one. Nice. Alright, cutting back out, we'll come back in once I drop off this repair spray. Alright, cutting back in, you'll notice that the stun prod that was here was gone. You can't carry more than you can't carry more than 4 of those, and you can't pick up any more even if you have a spare slot on your person, if you already have 4, but you can stack them in the chest on separate trips. So I put away the repair spray and decided to keep the auto-injector as my tool. Alright, let's take a look at this safe. It is a sword. Let's see, somewhere here. What could this mean? Let's try just clicking the H. Didn't think that would work. Three, 4, 5, 7, 8. Sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Frequency. Sword 242. Two, 4, 2, 8, 6. 2, 4, 2, 8, 6. 2, 4, 2, 8, 6. Yeah, I didn't think you'll tell him. 2, 4, 2, 8, 6, and 2, 4, 2, 8, 6. Okay, let's look at the data we have. We have the code 24286, and we have this, which has 2 panels, one... Oh. Wait a second. Is that actually how it looks? No, the letters are in different spots. So... A is 1, N is 2. And I have to guess from these. I see. Okay, so... the code would be 24286. 24286. Which would correspond to N, H, N. One of the letters is missing. I'll have to figure out which one. R. A N B, H S R, Z E K. What's the missing letter? A B R, N E K, F? Is F the missing letter? Yes, F is a missing letter. So, N, H, N, F, R. N, H, N, F, R. N, H, N, F, R. Yes! I'm proud of that. Weird. Eidetic module. Incinerator room key. Wait, the eidetic module isn't... What? Photo module. Eidetic module. An old photographic memory module. Allows recording of up to 6 visual memories. Incredibly outdated, but it might still be useful. Inspect. When equipped, it can record up to 6 visual memories as grayscale images. Old images are automatically overwritten when taking a picture. So it acts as a tool. Photo 606. Honestly, that's kind of cool. But it also means that they might expect us to use it. Good luck, Heel. Hope you make it out of this alive. Time to head to the incinerator room. But before that... Not here. Let's head back to the X-ray room. Cutting here. Perfect. Yeah, that's legible enough. Not sure where I'll need it, but now I have it. Incinerator room now. Oh, this isn't ominous at all. Thermite flare? Sure. Proper disposal of corpses. From Euler S2306 to Euler S2305. As you've probably heard, there have been multiple accounts of bodies of decommissioned protectors spontaneously reactivating and acting in a defective manner. Based on November's autopsy report, it seems that all affected units showed some sort of cancerous growth in their organic components. According to her, unless completely incinerated, this growth may reactivate the replica even after it's been dead for hours. We don't know what causes this, and we're unsure who's affected. We can't keep up with incinerating all the bodies with just 2 incinerators that constantly need recalibrating, so we're improvising. These thermite flares are able to melt through replica armor and burn the organic components from the inside. I've requisitioned more of them, but there was some paperwork missing, so we'll have to wait a bit longer. Junie. Oh dear. And just when I was starting to feel safe. A self-igniting handheld chemical pyrotechnic stick burns extremely hot for a short duration. Can be used to incinerate enemies. A small plastic tube filled with a highly flammable chemical powder burns hot enough to melt replica armor. Let's look over here first. No doing. Okay, fine. Geez, what are these cards made of that they can survive that? Okay, didn't seem to like that. Let's do it again, and this time pay attention to the panel. Okay. Turn down the gas, turn up the CO2, turn up the oxygen. Turn down the gas. That's down as much as it can be. Unless here the left is... I should have read this first. Attention. To prevent damage to the device and personnel, always use the correct CO2, gas, and O2 flow settings when initiating the shutdown procedure. Lowering the temperature incorrectly will stress material, may damage the incinerator, and can cause deadly injury. This incinerator is equipped with an automatic safeguard that will abort shutdown if temperatures outside the permitted range are detected. Shutdown procedures. Set CO2, gas, and O2 levels using the 3 rotary tiles. Initiate shutdown lever. Observe temperature plotting. In case of incorrect settings, the automatic safeguard will abort shutdown. Adjust rotary dials according to warning lights, then initiate shutdown lever. If temperature is below the indicated line, a white light will indicate that the incinerator chamber can be opened safely. Okay. Let's try the opposite settings. Lower CO2, higher gas, lower O2. Okay, so I managed to get the exact opposite ones. So left is increase and right is decrease. That's good. So lower the CO2. Let's do that one notch. Up the gas. Let's do that one notch. And do this one notch. Lower CO2, up the gas, lower CO2. Okay, another notch all around. Okay, oxygen is good. Lower the CO2, up the gas. Lower CO2, up the gas. There we go. No, not quite. Lower the CO2, up the gas. There we go. No space to carry fire key. Should have thought of that first. Oh, off I go. Let's use one stick. Can't really tell the difference between one of these alive or dead. Okay, the truly dead ones seem to be a bit darker. I'm gonna try to save those for only the tougher enemies. Actually, I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to head all the way back, so I am gonna use the last one on this one, just so that I don't have to. Alright, pick it up. Pick up fire key. A special access card with a fire motif. A unique circuit is etched onto the card. Sure is. Out of curiosity, can I turn this back on? Nope. Oh well. Let's go ahead and pop this in the waiting. Something tells me this is the ultimate goal of the section, unlocking this door. Okay, let's see. 5 lock. Waiting room. Yep. Let's see. If I still need something, it'll be in red, otherwise it'll be grayed out if I'm done with it. Do I have any other keys? I don't think I do. The only other thing I have is this photo module. Then it's time to mess with the pump room. Alright. I believe the goal here... Wasn't it to get A and B matching? Let me check again. A and B have to have the same amount of water. Okay. And A can only go into B, and B can only go into C, and C, anything from C goes into A. What? Okay, I'll have cut out like 90% of that, but I was here at this pedestal for like 20 minutes. I do not pretend to know how I ultimately did it, but I've had enough of this puzzle, so I will simply take the W while knowing that it is truly a no. Let me save before I head down. Oh my. Cut back in. Fun fact, if you go continue without saving, you'll regret this later. How on the nose. But I did save. Alright, cut out. Here we go. Water key? Sure. No space to carry the patches. Weird. Flooded bathroom. The old medical ward. I bet you if I tried to take the elevator past this point, I would have gotten stuck on floor 3 anyway. Oh, no choice. Wait. Okay. Check all the doors. There's a way up here somewhere. Okay. Start from the top. Wow, 3 of them. Wow, 3 at once. I know it's a shotgun, but gosh dang, shotgun's overpowered. 12mm ammo. So I can get that thing after all. And there's the video cassette. Sleeping ward. Oh, apparently I missed one. Weird. I pushed it? Parried it? Weird. Oh yeah, equip the pistol again. Don't want to get too carried away after all. Personnel grievance form P14. Date of filing personnel grievance form 84-20-F. Full protector ID of unit filing grievance error-S2308 replica. Status staff department medical. Full protector IDs of involved units error-S2311 replica. Date time of incident all the time. Location of incident medical wing. Description: Elf keeps using my wrench and misplacing the 10mm socket. I have been reprimanded for not repairing the fan in the vent in the lower level, but I can't remove the vent cover without a 10mm wrench socket. I know she's doing it on purpose. It's always a 10mm socket. There's a key card lying in the vent, but the slits of the vent cover are too narrow for me to reach through. I need a wrench with a fitting socket to remove the air vent cover. Well, I have the wrench, though in storage, but not the socket. Save room. Down here. Examination room key. Flooded storage. What's this? Disposable sun fraud. Okay, let's put some stuff away. No, I think I'll keep this. It doesn't take up the space somehow. I guess it's that important. For now, let's store all key items. Oops, did it again. Pick up this. 2 of them. Just so that I can put them. Put this away. Cutting off, we're gonna grab everything from the sleeping ward. That place isn't flooded. and put them in the chest. We'll cut back to here. Alright, cutting back in, just saved, picked up everything. The 12mm ammo was revolver ammo, which means that maybe you do get that revolver in the X-ray room, but I decided to leave that ammo in storage for now. Should the enemies get tougher, I suppose I will drop off the pistol and its ammo in exchange for the revolver, but not now. Flooded office. Oh, that's not terrifying at all. Pipes. Also the way up, so we'll leave that for last. Flooded storeroom. So the fact that the storage area, no, the sleeping ward wasn't flooded should have been a sign, because those things were hiding under the floor, which means there was a space for the water to get out of. Blank key. Interesting. I betcha that's the one that I have to inscribe with the symbol in the X-ray room. For now, though, I'm gonna do something I should have done when I last stored stuff. Oops. Just put away the spare ammo. I think it said 3, so I'll put in 3. And that should let me pick up the rest. Put away 1 extra. Note to self, if I find spare ammo, just put away the ammo it will take for me to pick it up. Spare ammo does me more good in storage than hiding out in the world. Oh yeah, this door was unlocked from the other side. Still no sign on that body. Blank key. Let's change this out for the water key first. Alright, let's pop this in. There we go. Now let's see what we can do with this blank key. Because I betcha that I have to inscribe it with the symbol that I saw in the X-ray room. No, wrong key. Well, I do need that, but later. Let me inscribe this first. Here we go. Still need to find a 10mm socket. Yep. I do think I have it memorized, but... View photo. Define pattern. Oops. Weird. Well, let's try it as is. The blank has one row of contacts less than original keys. Well, I wish I knew that earlier. I should have inspected it earlier. That's my own fault. I'm not sure it'll do me any good then. But then what else would I use it for? I'm going to try it anyway. Yeah, I thought so. Didn't mean to do that again. Something has to be done, but I'm not sure what. Maybe the video cassette? For now, put the blank key away. Let's use this exam key. Now, where was the exam room? North corridor. Okay, they stack. That's good. Let me go ahead and equip them again. Hey, the socket. Nice. Quick curing construction foam. Since the ration plan has changed again, we're short on quick curing repair spray. Turns out we can make our own by combining coagulant K with normal expanding PU foam. It won't expand as much, but it'll harden instantly and make a fairly solid bond if you're in a rush to get some repairs done. You can use normal replica repair patches since they're a pretty easy source of coagulant K, and just combine them with normal repair sprays. So basically, instead of healing over time, it'll turn into something that heals instantly? I reckon Oh, in case I didn't see it earlier. Okay. I reckon I should at least make a couple just to have them around. Okay, first things first. Actually, hang on. No. I just said no. A 10mm socket adapter for hexagonal bolts for use with a universal wrench. Without a handle, it's impossible to use. I don't think I can combine stuff in storage, can I? Yeah, no, only transfer. Huh. Repair spray, single-use spray gun to fill damaged areas with polyurethane based expanding foam, restores a large amount of health over time. Repair spray plus, a single-use spray gun to fill damaged areas with fast curing polyurethane based foam, restores a medium amount of health instantly. Overcapacity. Okay, drop this. Pick this up so that I can see it. Polyurethane resin can be used to fix and fill damaged tool sections, hardens instantly. Wait, I think that's the one that I picked up first, funnily enough. Expanding construction foam that can be used to fill up wounds and stop leaks. Takes a few seconds to expand, but very hard once fully cured. Drop these off for a bit. Pick up the repair patch. Alright, let's combine them. Yep, repair spray plus. That's how you make them. So in exchange for a small healing over time versus a big healing over time, you can combine them to make medium healing now. Very interesting. This too, and this is full healing. Let me take those back. But otherwise, let's take this and drop these off for now. Pick up the socket. Combine them. A universal wrench handle fit with a hexagonal 10mm socket adapter. Perfect for loosening 10mm hexagonal bolts. Alright, let's pick up my shotgun ammo again. Let's go handle that vent. We'll go ahead and cut straight there. Yep, enemies can get back if you give them long enough. Another key card. Let's take this videotape. Can't be too careful. Now, where was the tape player? I see you one, so down here. Come on. The good news about enemies that get back up again, they don't seem to need more kicking. I wonder if they're time-based or if they get back up after you move back and forth between enough rooms. Oh dear. That's pretty. Very pretty. Oh dear. The gold key. Trippy. Lovely music. Gone all too soon. Let's put up the gold key. And by put up, I mean put in. Now there's a rub. I have a blank key, but it won't quite do. I need the key in this X-ray room. That is the remaining key. The Earth key, unless I'm mistaken. Can I break the glass? Doesn't seem like it. Huh. This is a pickle. That's the code I need. The issue. And I'm almost certain this is a revolver. This feels stupid. It was stupid. It's not like I can just move it over to the side one spot and it will still work, right? Oh, might as well try it. Didn't think so. Maybe I have it facing the wrong way? I mean, it's a possibility. Let's take a look at the images. This could be backwards. Because it is in the opposite corner. And I thought I would regret taking this picture. Okay, so what? Flip the image, start from the other edge? Let's try this. Figures, I just had it backwards. Oh dear. This doesn't feel like a very safe room. I'm not sure how much is left, so... Okay, so take 5 more bullets. I mean, giving me this ammo, that makes me feel like this might be a boss fight. Just in case. I regret not having the space, but I can drop it off if I need it. If I need to. Let's start with a shotgun. Looks like I can safely drop down to the room below. Drop down. Hang on. Missed that. Glad I noticed it. Just stole the whole thing. Grab however many is here. Now grab whatever's left. Okay. Actually, no. I'll use these death saves instead. Alright, let's do this for real now. A visitor. Welcome to our facility. Something was unearthed. You've caught us at an unfortunate time. How can I help you? What is... I'm looking for a gestalt. A worker at our facility? Let me see that picture. Alina Sia. I believe she's one of our factory workers. However, you shouldn't have returned. I must have fallen asleep while waiting for Erica. Did she already go home without me? We wanted to get some books from the library together. I should check if she's still there. A mug of coffee. It's empty. The Yule always wipes it before I can get down all my notes, so I have to copy Erica's. Too true. I'm glad we're in the same class, even if it confuses the teachers. Twins? I wanted to go to the library and look for Erica before I go home. Wanted. Oh dear. Broadfront Sector C, Mandelbrot Polytechnical High School. Running in the hallways is forbidden. Loitering forbidden. Glad I decided to check those. Library. The elevator is out of order. Because it's full of you? Where am I? Elevator shaft, protector, elevator, elevator lobby. Shoot. Now I wish I picked up the stuff in the boss fight, or at least saw what it was. How did I even get from there to here? It's locked. It requires a key. Won't even tell me which one. Unusual. Paternoster engine room? Looks like an engine for powering a looping Paternoster lift system. fuse required. Well, that's the next objective, I suppose. Save room. Sure. No space to carry maintenance team. Maintenance key. I was definitely overcautious in that boss fight. Wasted more ammo than I should have, but the job got done. I haven't been doing the best job. I think I forgot to inspect a few keys now. Oh well. An identification card for a member of the service cadre staff. Open to maintenance door on the service level. Error, that is 2309. Maintenance service level. Level 5, cycle 9-3. I'd say after a boss fight and that cutscene, we've made more than enough progress for today. This video might be shorter than the last one, though believe me, it is not shorter in recording time. I'll have to cut a lot out, at least 20 minutes, just for messing around with that pipe tank puzzle. But otherwise, I'm really enjoying the game so far, though I can certainly tell that we're entering the more confusing and up to interpretation part of the game at the moment. That said, thank you for watching everything so far, and I will leave everything up to the outro guy from here on. In case he forgets, thank you for watching. Do take care. Now, before anything else, I have to mention something. So this game has achievements like anything else, but they only pop, so to speak, after you finish playing, presumably so it doesn't interrupt the tension. Now, the achievements that I have are Synchronicitat, which is what I assume was completing the first chapter, since a little image is of the King in Yellow book. I should pop that on screen. If I have enough energy to do that, I will pop that on screen. But when I finished this session, I got 2 more achievements. Beslagnat, lose something of no value, which concerns me, and Abwards, lose something of value. Now, I'm sure one of those is meant to mark the completion of this pseudo chapter, but the other makes me think that I lost something, or failed to pick something up. Ironically, the one that says lose something of no value. Did I miss picking something up? Do tell me in the comments if I have. I'm not sure. I could No, it's too late to go back for it. I already saved over it. Oh well. If it's an achievement, it's not something needed to beat the game, but I do feel bad about it if I actually miss something. Again, let me know. Otherwise, While, yes, I did anticipate the boss fight in the moment before it was initiated, I didn't expect this game to have boss fights and was pleasantly surprised to see that. Especially since that thing could revive allies on a whim, which implies something interesting about the nature of this infection. Though I will say, I should have checked the chest to see if the picture, to see if Adler there kept the picture, because I didn't check. I should have checked. And I'm not sure how I had it. And I'm wondering what the time skip was between the boss fight and Adler happening, but I suppose that's something I'll figure out later, if at all. That said, I do regret that I didn't manage to get a shot of the boss in a top-down facing perspective so that the open faceplate was visible to the camera, so to speak, because both times it was vulnerable, it was facing to the side and naturally obscured whatever was behind the plate. And truthfully, I don't know if it would have been, if you could still shoot it while the plate was up or not. I figure I didn't at first, and that might have been a waste of ammo. As I said, at the time, I was probably being overcautious and still wasted more ammo than I strictly needed to, but you know. Oh well, if wishes were fishes, we'd all be in the ocean. I don't even know if that's how that saying goes, but that's what you get. Alright, wrapping things up. This game is wonderful and really scratches an itch that I didn't know I had. Especially with the surreal sections. Let me tell you, those are still great, and I'm looking forward to what's happening next. Alright, that said, let's wrap things up. Carmen, come on in. See that? If you haven't gotten on Walpurgis not yet, make sure you do, because you're not gonna get that chance for much longer, especially by the time this video actually comes out. Alright, I reckon that's all. Wrapping things up, thank you for watching this video, of course, and I do hope you stick around for the next part of this series, and also the next video in general. Do please subscribe, but otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day. Do take care.